Yeah, I mean, obviously not the result we wanted. Yeah.
Where do you think things went wrong for you? You guys had such a good start, scored.
Yeah. I mean, obviously they're in the second period. I mean, I don't know if we took 3 power plays there. One over the, they had 3 power plays, one over the glass there. That happens, unsportsmanlike. I mean, really good first, and just fell apart there in the second a little bit.
Quinn, the home ice record is another area of struggles. Is there any reason behind it? Like, why? Can you put into words why you guys struggle on home ice?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, I know everyone's trying hard, and yeah.
Is the power play goal tonight and the improved penalty killing something that your team can build off of going forward?
I mean, obviously, we're going to need our special teams to be good. I mean, hopefully the penalty kill, we need the penalty kill, we need the power play, and we're going to need the special teams to win us some games. So, I mean, I would hope so.
How tough is it to give up a shorthanded goal at that time of the game?
Yeah, it's tough, of course, but I mean, I don't know how many shorties we've given up this year. You know, things are going to happen. We're going to give up another one this year. That's just life, and obviously we wish it didn't happen at that point. It's a shitty feeling, but it happens.
I thought, I know they were up 2-1 after the first, but I thought our first period was pretty good. Had a lot of great A's, and then we lost it. Kind of got away from getting pucks behind them, getting on our forecheck, and and then we came out in the third, we were chasing the game. So, it's tough to do that, being down 3. Just got to regroup, find ways to be more consistent, to be harder on the puck, and, come out ready for the next one.
You talk about the third period. Is it frustrating that you couldn't generate a little bit more of a push against the team that played last night?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we were chasing it, down 3. It's I don't know. I have to look at it, in more detail, but you always want to generate more. Yeah, second and third, not our best hockey, and we have to look at it and we have to get better.
Why so hard to win at home?
Honestly, I've never thought of it like that.
Sure.
Home or on the road, we gotta have the same focus each game.
Does it surprise you in the second and third period because the team had seemed to be trending the right way? You played a good game against Dallas, and the road trip was what it was, but you still went 1-1-1 and had a couple of decent home games before that. Were you surprised it kind of went backwards?
Yeah, like you take a look at that Dallas game. I thought it was one of our better team games of the year. Thought we deserved more, and then we came out tonight. I thought we came out with the right mindset. I thought we came out strong, and then for whatever reason we just lost it, and we have to address that. Figure out why, and figure out ways to be more consistent and bring our best game each and every night, and that's part of growing as a group and becoming a better team.
Where does the group go from here now that you guys are past this quarter mark of the season?
To the next game. Focus on the next game. It's you're coming in the rink every day looking to get better, and we'll keep doing that. We'll take a look at some different things through video and whatnot, but
yeah, I thought we played really well in the first period. One of the better periods we had. All in all, not a bad game from our team. Just too bad we couldn't get 2 points.
One goes in off skate, a couple of tips. They seem to make their breaks tonight. Just one of those nights. Okay.
Yeah, I guess. But that's NHL hockey, We're not going to hide behind some bounces here. So just get up, gotta learn, and move forward.
Surprised you maybe didn't have a bigger push. I guess a team playing back-to-back, so maybe you should have had the edge against the team that played last night.
Yeah, maybe we can look at that, but yeah, I don't have the answers right now.
Why do you think it's been so hard for this team to get wins on home ice this year?
Yeah, I don't have the answer for that. I think we gotta dig in and learn and make sure we play as good as we can, and I'm sure the results will follow.
Adam, we just talked to some of the guys in the room. They talked about liking your start, liking your first period, and things kind of got away from you in the second. Where did you see things sort of go wrong in the middle of the game tonight?
Well, we did have a good start. You guys saw it. We could have capitalized on a couple more chances. They capitalized on theirs at our net. They got some pucks to the net, and they beat us to some rebounds. And, that's their game. They're going to throw pucks when they can down and try to beat you to that area, the blue paint, and they got a couple on us.
You made some tweaks to your lines going to the third period, moved Drew O'Connor up. What were you looking for there? What did you see from some of those tweaks?
Well, I thought, Petey's line's been good. But I thought today they just didn't have a lot of zip, and I thought, Drew holding pucks and going, I thought maybe he'd give him a little bit more.
One of the things that we saw in this game was a lot of shots where there were screens in front, and it felt like the shots were coming high, but your players were aiming to tip them down. Is that by design, or how do you get those tips to actually hit the net? Because quite a few were tipped wide.
Well, that's an art and a gift. Those guys are usually pretty good hand-eye, and sometimes they're tipping them in and down, and sometimes they're not. But, in the first period, we had a lot of great A's, like a lot of really good looks, and it just didn't go in. So I didn't look at the shot. I'll go look at that to see what that was about. But, we could get pucks delivered more to the net for the second and third rebound chance. I'd like to see more of that rather than high shots. But we've been discussing that. We'll keep pucks alive and let those forwards go into the net, jam at it, and do their thing.
And in the defensive zone, it felt like there was quite a lot of chasing. Was that just players getting a little bit anxious in the game, or what can you contribute to kind of that chasing that we saw both from the defense and the forwards in the defensive zone?
Well, they didn't chase anyone in the first because Calgary really wasn't in there in the first. The second period, they had 3 power plays. We had a young group caught out there where, about 3 times, I think what you're probably talking about is we weren't quick to pucks. When our center was not in the zone first, I felt like the first forward isn't supposed to be the low forward. I felt like there's a few times where, even on 2 goals where there wasn't good communication with that. So then it allows separation, maybe a little bit of a chase, but it did happen a few times, but not a lot. They didn't get a lot, but they got some chances they scored on, and we didn't score on ours.
Last week in Tampa, you were able to take advantage in the third period of a team that was on a back-to-back. Were you disappointed that you weren't able to get the same kind of third period tonight?
Well, when you're down by that much, it's hard in this league to come back. And we tried. I wouldn't say I was disappointed. I was probably wasn't too happy with where we were going in the third. I don't think it had to happen like that again. We've been really good first. We got to get a couple more dirty goals, get something past some of these goaltenders, and maybe it'll be a different situation going into the third.